right, shalom, Akim, shalom, shalom. Shalom, Akim. It's your brother's Coriella out here branched in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, pushing out this truth once again prophesying the end of this wicked kingdom, Babylon the Great, aka America. Before I get started, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem Yahawashi. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders, a great millstone of whom I've grown in this truth under. Shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing the truth, that's laboring in the word, and that's pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's to come. Shalom to the Yahawah. This is the end. That's remaining true to the faith and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands, to God and their children. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes scattered abroad. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and blessings to you all. Barakatah. I tell you, man, Jake is something else, man. Jake is something else, I tell you that. All right? But why we out here, man? Why we out here doing this? Why we out here doing this? Why the prophets out here doing these things, man? Right? Why the prophets out here, you know what I'm saying, pushing this truth, man, pushing the word, you know what I'm saying? There's so much more things that the prophets could be doing out here on this lovely 80-degree, you know, summer day, or spring day, if you will, right? So many other things that could be done, right? But what could be better than this? What could be better than this? What could be better than pushing the truth, man? Let's start this off. Let's start this off with the epistles. Right? Salaki. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 16. It says, "For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of, for necessity is laid upon me." That's why we're doing this. That's why we're doing this. Because necessity is laid upon us, man. Necessity is laid upon the prophets to come out here and do this thing, man. Right? Necessity. Because we look for greater glories, right? We look for a greater glory, to a greater kingdom that's coming, a greater world that's coming, man. And in order for that to come, we've got to push this truth, man. We got to prophesy the end of this place, right? Prophesy it. Because it's already happened in the spirit, man. Once we prophesy this and speak the word, it's going to come into the natural, man. Right? For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of, for necessity is laid upon me. Yeah, woe is unto me. Woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel. Right? We've been given the charge to do the service, man. We've been given the charge to do the service, to push this truth, man, to preach this word. We've been given a charge to keep this gospel in our hearts and to push it, right? Like the elder and the apostles say, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not enough for you to just hear this thing. It's not enough for you to just listen to the videos. You have to come out and you have to do the work. You have to continue to push it, right? You have to continue to push the gospel, to preach it, man. The harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few, right? verse 17, it says, for if I do this thing willingly, I have a reward. But if against my will, a dispensation of the gospel is committed unto me. You see what I'm saying? A dispensation of the gospel. Says, what is my reward then? Verily that when I preach the gospel, I may make the gospel of Hamashiach without charge, that I abuse not the power of my not my power of the gospel, right? That I abuse not my power in the gospel. For though I be free from all men, yet have I made myself servant unto all, that I might gain the more. You see what I'm saying? That's what we out here doing, man. We're out here being servants. We're out here being servants. You know what I'm saying? And as we coming out here preaching, notice that things are moving really fast. Things are moving very fast. You know what I'm saying? Right? And as we get into this, right? As we get into this, because when you look at this when you look at the picture right there, you look at the picture, what's it showing? It's showing that a door is closing. A door is closing. And that's what this lesson is about, man. This lesson is going to be about the doors closing, man, because the doors of the ark are closing. The doors of this ark is closing, man. There's going to be nothing left out here. Nothing left to lean on. If you haven't gotten this truth, seared into your hearts, you know what I'm saying, etched into your minds. If you ain't get that, then there's nothing for you out here when all hell breaks loose. All hell's about to break loose out here, man. The same thing that happened in the time of Noah is the same thing that's happening right now. You see, the prophets are out here teaching, the prophets are out here preaching and warning the people, right? Before the destruction comes. Let's get this. I think I want Luke. Salaki. It's 80 degrees out here, man, but it's definitely windy. I just got the preset. Okay. All right. This is Luke chapter 17, verse 26. And it says, and as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark and the flood came and destroyed them all. You see what I'm saying? The flood is coming. That great flood of destruction is coming. That great flood of destruction is coming, man. Right? Likewise also, it was as it was in the days of Lot. Did they eat, they drank, they bought and they sold, they planted and they builded. You see what I'm saying? Everything's going to be going naturally until all hell breaks loose out here. All hell breaks loose. Everything that was written up in these scriptures come crashing down on these people all at once. All at once. You see what I'm saying? All at once. It's lucky. What's that destruction coming, man? What's that destruction that's soon to come? It says, verse 29, but the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. From heaven and destroyed them all. Fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed all the lot of them. Right? Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed, when the Son of Man returns. It's going to be all hell breaking loose out here, man. What's the scripture say? What did Yahawah say? He said what? He said, I am come to send fire on the earth. I'm come to send fire to this world, man. But what would I if it be already kindled? What would I if it be already kindled, man? Meaning it's going to be chaos and pandemonium before he even gets here. Before he even shows up, it's going to be death and destruction and pain and confusion, right? All kinds of hell out here, man. Matter of fact, let me get that. Let's go to Luke. Luke chapter 12, verse 51. Verse 49, Slaki. Luke chapter 12, verse 49, it says, I am come to send fire on the earth. And what will I, if it be already kindled? But I have a baptism. I have a baptism to be baptized with. And how am I straitened till it be accomplished? Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? I tell you nay. No. No. But rather division. You see what I'm saying? Rather divisions. Divisions is going to happen, man. Divisions are going to come. Offenses are going to come. You see what I'm saying? Hatred. Hatred is going to take root. Right? Hatred is about to take root out here, man. Verse 52 says, for when henceforth there shall be 5 in one house divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. The father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father, and the mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother, and the mother-in-law against the daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. So on and so forth, man. So on and so forth. Right? But the doors of mercy are shutting, man. The doors of mercy are closing. The doors of mercy are almost closed, man. We're seeing all this hell breaking loose out here. Right now I'm on a ban from YouTube, right? A whole week ban from YouTube. This word is still gonna go out. This word is still going out, man. You see what I'm saying? It's got to go out. It's got to go out. Because there's nothing but pain and death coming. Right? Nothing but pain and death. Let's go to Matthew. This is Matthew chapter 24. Verse 3, and it says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And Yahawah answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many. Right? At this very moment, our people are still following these false idols, man. Our people are still following these false gods, these false religions, right? Still calling on Jesus Christ. See what I'm saying? Not calling on Yahawah HaMashiach. Our people still lost in this sauce. Our people still worshiping these pagan holidays, man. Still, to this very day, man. Still, ain't nothing changed. That's why the scriptures say they were eating and drinking. They were marrying and giving in marriage. These things are still going on, man, to this very day. To this very day. Slaki. 6, it says that ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars, and we're seeing that. We're seeing that. We're seeing these wars. We're seeing these rumors of wars. Right now, nuclear destruction is in everybody's lips. Nuclear destruction is in everybody's lips right now. You see what I'm saying? People understand the severity of what's at play right now. People understand it. Even though people want to pretend like it's not here. People want to pretend like they don't see it, but they see it. They see it. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. The end is not yet, man. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. You see what I'm saying? Many people are getting excited. Many people are saying, oh, well, we out here now. No, it's not yet. It's not yet, man. It's not yet. That MOTB, that Karagma is coming. That Karagma is coming. That's got to come first. That's got to come first, man. Right? For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Right? Right now we got Esau attacking the food supply. The food supply. All of a sudden there's like dozens of these food processing plants mysteriously catching fires and all these freak accidents, man. And there's a plane that almost hit this one over here. It's all this stuff, man. Esau is crafty as fuck, but he's not able to deceive the elect. He's not able to deceive the elect. You see what I'm saying? Let's go to Revelations. This is Revelations chapter 3 verse 10. It says, but because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. That hour of temptation is coming, man. That hour of temptation is coming. People think that we just gonna waltz our way into the kingdom. That's what people are thinking. That we just gonna waltz our way out of this destruction. No, we've got to come through that fire, man. Through that fire. You see what I'm saying? Patience means to suffer. Means to suffer, man. We got to suffer for Yahawashi, man. We got to suffer for this gospel. We got to suffer for the doctrine. We got to suffer for that. Right? I will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. The whole world is going to be tried. The whole world is going to be pressured. It's going to be pressure. It's going to be pressure, man. It's going to be tests and trials everywhere, man. And these so-called Christians are going to buckle. They're going to buckle, man. Their knees going to buckle, man. They're going to bend like a cheap lawn chair, man. They're going to bend. They're going to bend easily. Easily. It's not going to take long. It's not going to take long. Look at how many fell for the happy juice. How many fell for the happy juice and took it instead of having faith in the Most High? You know what I'm saying? They was following their pastors. Their pastors said, take this. You know what I'm saying? How much more when the Karagma comes? How much more? You see what I'm saying? How much more then? People are going to see it. People are going to see it, and they're going to have a choice to make. They're going to have a choice to make. Let me read it again. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Right? This whole thing is moving fast. This thing is moving quickly. And the doors of mercy are shutting. As a matter of fact, let me get that. Let me get this here. Salaki. go to the account of Noah. Let's go to the account of Noah, man. Genesis. This is Genesis chapter 6, verse 1. It says, and it came to pass. And it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them. Oh, no, it's not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted. Salaki. All right. This is verse 8. Genesis 6 and 8. It says, but Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Right? Verse 11. The earth also was corrupt before the Most High power, and the earth was filled with violence. And the Most High looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted its way upon the earth, man. And this same thing happened today. That's why it says, as in the days of Noah. As in the days of Noah were. Right? All this world is corrupt. You can't look around and not see that this place is corrupted, man. You can't look and not realize that this place is completely upside down. You see what I'm saying? You can't look around and not see it. It's good, bro. All right. Verse 13. It says, and the Most High said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them. For the earth is filled with violence through them. And behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Rooms shalt thou make in the ark, and shalt pitch it within and without with pitch. And this is the fashion which thou shalt make of it. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, and breadth 50 cubits, and the height of it 30 cubits. Right? So he's telling Noah how he wants this ark to be built. He's telling Noah how he wants this ark to be built, man. Right? Let's jump to chapter 7. Verse 1, it says, and Yahawah said unto Noah, come thou and all thy house into the ark, for thee have I seen righteous before me in this generation. For thee have I seen righteousness in this generation. You see what I'm saying? The same thing is now. Right? Who's he talking to right here? Because Noah represents the elect. He's talking to the elect in this time. He said, in thee I have seen righteousness in this generation. In this generation. You see what I'm saying? All right. Let's see. All right, so let's start at let's jump down to verse 12. It says, and the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. 40 days and 40 nights. In the self same day, entered Noah and Shem and Ham and Japheth, the sons of Noah, and Noah's wife, and the 3 wives of his sons with them into the ark. They and every beast after his kind, and all the cattle after their kind, and every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth after his kind, and every fowl after his kind, and every bird after every sort, and every bird of every sort, right? went in into Noah into the ark, 2 and 2 of all flesh, wherein is the breath of life. Wherein is the breath of life. And they that went in male and female of all flesh, male and female of all flesh, as the Most High had commanded him. And Yahawah shut him in, and the flood came. Right? Yahawah shut this door, man. That's the point. That's the point. Yahawah shut this door, man. Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi shut the doors of this mercy. Shut the doors of this grace, man. And it's about to happen again. It's about to happen again. Let's go to the book of Romans. This is Romans chapter 10, verse 21. It says, but to Israel he says, all day long I have stretched forth my hands unto a disobedient and gainsaying people. You see what I'm saying? He stretched his hands towards the disobedient and gainsaying people all day long, man. All day long, continually, non-stop. How is he doing it today? Through the same means, his prophets. Through the same means, his prophets. You see what I'm saying? This is why only a few can come back. This is why only the elect can come back, man. Our nation are numerous. Innumerable. Right? You can't calculate them. Incalculable. You see what I'm saying? Can't count us all. This is Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. It says, and it shall come to pass, and in all the land, saith Yahawah, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. Right? But the third shall be left therein, man. 1/3 is going to be tested and tried and going to make it through, man. Going to make it through. The Most High is going to see his people through this. The Most High is going to see it, man. Right? Right, what was we touching on? We was touching on this famine that's about to take place. Right? This famine that's about to take place. Let's jump to Isaiah, the 65th chapter. Isaiah chapter 65, verse 12. It says, therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, ye did not answer. Right? When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, man. But did evil before his eyes. Look at these jakes today, man. Still acting a damn fool. Still acting a damn fool. You got 60-year-olds. You got 60-year-old women up here acting a damn fool, twerking like they got something. It's foolishness. They need to sit their old asses down somewhere. See what I'm saying? This foolishness got to stop, man. This foolishness needs to stop. He has stretched forth his hand all day long to a disobedient and gainsaying people all day long. And they don't change. They don't change. They don't learn. They don't get it. They don't get it. That's why the destruction's got to come, man. That's why the destruction has to happen. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's got to come the way it's going to come, man. You see what I'm saying? Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, you did not answer. And when I spake, you did not hear. Right? Right? But did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delight not. Therefore, thus saith Yahawah. Salaki. Therefore, thus saith Yahawah power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. But ye shall be ashamed. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be a whole lot of frowns in these times that's coming, man. Ain't going to be no more excitement, right? Ain't going to be no more excitement, man. Verse 14, behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. You see what I'm saying? All hell's about to break loose out here, man. These jokers are going. I'm looking right now I'm looking at this park. I'm looking at this park. Everybody's taking their kids and they're enjoying themselves, you know what I'm saying? A nice warm 80-degree day, you know what I'm saying? Just having a grand old time. But they don't see the destruction that's coming. They don't want to hear the prophets. They don't want to heed the words, man. They don't want to heed it. Let's go to Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel chapter 21, verse 8. It says, again, the word of Yahawah came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy. Slack it. Prophesy. And say, thus saith Yahawah. Say a sword is sharpened, and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it make glitter. Should we then make mirth? You see what I'm saying? There's no time for games and joy and happiness out here. There's no time for it. There's no time for it. Y'all need to be getting ready, man. Y'all need to get in your minds ready for what's coming. You see what I'm saying? These jokers are not ready, man. They're not ready. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. To make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree, and he hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, that it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer, man. The hand of the slayer is upon us. The hand of the slayer is upon this people, man. He is upon his people, and 2/3 of these jakes out here are going to be destroyed, man. 2/3 of Israel are going to be annihilated out here. Sword slaughter. It says a sword slaughter, man. Watch what happens when Esau rose up. Watch what happens, man. It's going to be death and destruction out here. Mayhem, panic, everything out here. Right? Cry and howl, son of man. Cry and howl, son of man. Right? For it shall be upon my people, it shall be upon all the princes of Israel. Terrors by reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite therefore upon thy thigh. You see what I'm saying? It's going to come upon Israel, man. As a matter of fact, let's go to Peter. Let's hit Peter real quick. Get myself together here. There we go. This is 1 Peter. 1 Peter chapter 4. Let's start at verse. Let's get verse 17. 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17. It says, "For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High power? And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?" Huh? Where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? You see what I'm saying? It's going to be nothing but destruction. Nothing but destruction. If the elect are going to go through this and be seen through it, there's no chance for none of these 2/3, nor the heathen, because these 2/3 are playing the role, man. These 2/3 are playing their lots. You see what I'm saying? They behave no differently than the heathen. As a matter of fact, they behave even worse than the heathen. Because even with all this bullshit going on, none of these heathen are gonna get out there and start twerking on camera, you know what I'm saying, and call it a just cause. You see what I'm saying? They're not gonna do that. They'll at least cover their shame. Jacob done worse than their fathers, man. They've done worse than their fathers, man. Matter of fact, let's hit the Apocrypha real quick. Let's hit 2nd Esdras. Let's hit 2nd Esdras chapter 9. All right. 2nd Esdras chapter 9. Verse 4, it says, "Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in this world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs." These endings are going to be in effects and signs, man. We're about to see these effects and we're about to see these signs, man. Right now we got the MOTB being pushed more than ever. Right now we got politicians openly telling you that there ain't gonna be no food out here. Openly telling you this. Openly. We got world leaders openly telling you that there's a new world order coming. Openly saying this. You see what I'm saying? And they called the prophets and those that was warning, that was putting out this siren, they called us conspiracy theorists. You see what I'm saying? They said, "Oh, you guys are crazy. There's no way." And now they're openly telling you this. Now they're openly saying that this is what's happening. This is where it's going. You see what I'm saying? The doors of mercy is closing, man. The doors of mercy is closing. Y'all had ample time to get this. Y'all had ample time to get this. Right now I'm looking at Jake's walking past like I don't even exist out here. Like I'm not even here. You see what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on. It's going to be destruction out here. It's going to be destruction and death, and the Most High is about to make an example out of millions and billions. He about to make a serious example out here. Look at this. You see what I'm saying? It's about to start. It's about to start, and the people don't get it. Right? The people don't understand it. Verse 5, it says, for like as all that is made in this world has a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works. Lakias. Right? And endings and effects and signs. Okay? And every one that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed. Whereby ye have believed. You see what I'm saying? It's by your works and it's by your faith. Two and two. You can't have one without the other, man. You have to have works. You have to have faith. You see what I'm saying? You can't sit there and say, I believe, but you're not doing nothing. And you can't come out here and do something but not believe what you preach. You see what I'm saying? You can't have it like that. You can't have it like that. All right? It says, and everyone that shall be saved shall be able to escape by his works and by his faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land, and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Then shall they be in pitiable case. Now we're talking about these 2/3 out here, man. It's about to be real. It's about to get real. It says, then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. That the doors of mercy are closing. The doors of mercy are closing. They are almost shut. There's no more time left. All right? No more time left. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law, while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it. Place of repentance is open unto them, but they despise it. They despise the reproof. They despise the word. They despise the prophets. It's no different than the time of Jeremiah. It's no different. It's no different than the time of Isaiah. It's no different. You see what I'm saying? They always killed the prophets for teaching the truth, for telling them, hey, you going off. You see what I'm saying? Verse 12, it says, the same must know it after death by pain. There's only one way out of here for 2/3, man. There's only one way out of here for 2/3. You see, the hopeful elect are truly hopeful of salvation. They're truly hopeful for a ticket out of here. 2/3 want this place to continue. 2/3 want this place to continue on. They want to continue to celebrate Easter. They want to continue to celebrate Thanksgiving and Halloween and Christmas. They want to continue to do this stuff. They want to just go on a vacation somewhere and live their lives, you know what I'm saying, their meaningless, miserable lives, doing nothing, being unproductive. You see, but they call us bums. They call us bums, man. What you got even jokers in Israel calling us faith-based Israelites. Well, if you're not faith-based, then what kind of Israelite are you? What are you, man? Just putting on purple garments? You see what I'm saying? You got, what's the name? You got one body. What do they say, man? On that bullshit. What are they saying? They saying you out here just waiting and wasting your time, and you could be living your life, your best life and whatnot. What are you talking about, G? What are you talking about? Don't none of that make sense. Ain't none of that making sense. If you're not here to wait on the Lord, then what are you waiting on? You waiting on Esau to do something great for you? No. 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 As a matter of fact, let me get that in Ecclesiastes. Salakia. I meant to go to Proverbs. This is Proverbs chapter 3 verse 31. It says, envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. Choose none of his ways, man. What are you out here doing? What are you really doing? All you're doing is wasting time. All you're doing is just acting a damn fool. You see what I'm saying? You're talking about you need to live your best life. For what? For what? There is no living here. There is no living here. The elder Malcolm just went into a video showing how the trees are in Chicago. You see what I'm saying? And when I listen to that, I look around and I'm like, hey, you know what? You know what? He's right. When you get close to these towers, all these trees are dead. All these trees are budding slowly. All these trees, they got leaves that's starting to, that's looking like that, like it's fall time, like it's the fall season. You see what I'm saying? The whole world is upside down, man. The whole world. Let's get Isaiah the 24th chapter. It ain't supposed to be like this, man. It ain't supposed to be like this. This is Isaiah chapter 24 verse 4. It says the earth mourneth. It says the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The hearty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. Why? Because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, broken the everlasting covenant. You see what I'm saying? It ain't supposed to be like this, man. It ain't supposed to be all this foolishness, all this bullshit up in the air. It's not supposed to be that. It's not supposed to be all these chemicals everywhere, man. It's not supposed to be animal feces in your food. You see what I'm saying? It's not supposed to be like that. The water's supposed to be clean. You're not supposed to have to pay for it. You see what I'm saying? You're not supposed to have to pay for it. Running water coming down from the creek, coming down from a mountainside, bruh, it's the cleanest and it's the coldest water that you could ever drink. It is the cleanest water and the coolest water that you could ever drink. I kid you not. I kid you not, man. When I was on the phone with my brother, we witnessed it for ourselves, man. Coming down from a mountainside, bruh, look. That's how water's supposed to be supposed to taste. That's how water's supposed to taste, man. You taste the water from any of these bottled sources, you know what I'm saying? Don't taste like that. Don't taste like that. It's not righteous. It's not righteous. When it's done properly, your health goes on for elongated periods of time, man. You extend your life just by eating properly. Just by eating properly. That's why I mentioned in a previous video. These heathen are going to be living better lives underneath the Israelites' rule. These heathen are going to be living better lives, man. They're going to be living healthier. You see what I'm saying? Simply because they're eating lawful food. Simply because the air is not polluted. Simply because the water is not polluted. Simply because the grass is greener. You see what I'm saying? Simply because none of these trees are cut down. You see what I'm saying? For the sake of building these roads and this pavement and this concrete and shit. You see what I'm saying? It's got to go, man. It's got to go. People's lives are better when it's under the correct ordinances. When it's under the correct ordinances of the Most High Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi. He sets the order. If he built the human body, why wouldn't he build a system around us to benefit us, man? It says through the herbs, through the roots, These things benefit the human body, the human existence. These things benefit us. But Esau thinks that's not good enough. Esau thinks there's a flaw there. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's all flawless. It's been flawless for the past how many thousands of years? Huh? It's been flawless. That's why this is the worst captivity. That's why this is the worst captivity, man. The worst. The absolute worst. Let's go to 1 Maccabees. It's 1 Maccabees, chapter 1. 1 Maccabees chapter 1, verse, let's start at verse 4. It says, and he gathered a mighty strong host. This is talking about this is talking about Alexander the Great, man. Alexander the Great, right? This is where it all started. This is where it all started, where the earth started to be turned upside down. It started under the Greek captivity, under the Greek rulership, man. And just like Esau likes to say, they like to say that civilization began with Greece. No. Esau's rulership began with Greece. And he gathered a mighty strong host and ruled over other countries and nations and kings who became tributaries unto him. And after these things he fell sick and perceived that he should die. Wherefore he called his servants, such as were honorable and had been brought up with him from his youth, and parted his kingdom among them while he was yet alive. Right? There you have all these different nations, and they all have one thing in common. They always love to deal with the eagle symbol. Why? Because that symbolizes them and their rulership and their power. Right? Verse 7, so Alexander reigned 12 years and then died. And his servants bare rule everyone in his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth. Evils were multiplied in the earth. That's when Esau's rulership sprung root and started to take sprout. Right? Start to sprout up, right? I believe a precept to that is in Psalms. Let's see. Let me see. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Sheesh. We got the bugs coming out. I'm not very fond of spiders, by the way. Alright, let me see if I can get this preset, man. Bear with me, Akin. me get this precept while I'm here. This is Psalms. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 2. Psalms 58, verse 2, it says, "Yea, in heart ye work wickedness. Ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth." Right? All right. I don't think I'm gonna find this precept. I don't think I'm gonna find it. Nope. No, I don't think I'll find this one. But basically, paraphrasing, it says that they springeth themselves out as a green bay tree, right? Yeah. I believe it's in Psalms. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure, but anyway. Anyway. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. However, let's get Wisdom of Solomon. Right? Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. Here's a quick precept. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. Verse 8, it says, "Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place, for this is our portion, and our lot is this." All right? And this is how they did it, man. This is what they did. They left that portion in every place. In every place. Right? When they went around the world conquering it, they did so not just destroying the nations, but destroying the inhabitants, destroying the inhabitation. You see what I'm saying? Destroying the inhabitation thereof. Matter of fact, I know one precept in Psalms. Let me get that. I can remember one precept right now. I'm slacking. My page is getting all bent up. All right. Psalms chapter 73. All right, Psalm 73, verse 10. It says, "Therefore," verse 9, it says, "They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Wherefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out of them. And they say, How doth the Most High know? And is there knowledge in the Most High? Behold, these are the ungodly, who prosper in the world. They increase in riches." They increase in riches, right? Right? So, when it says that the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, Job 9:24, it truly means that. The earth is given into the hands of wicked people. Of wicked people, man. And the Most High is about to change. The Most High is about to change it up. He's about to change it up. He's about to put in power those that be profitable. One that is profitable. And who is it? None other than Yahawah Bahashem. You see what I'm saying? This is the royal order that's about to take fold, right? That's about to take hold of this place. This is that order that's about to take hold. The house of David. The house of David. You see what I'm saying? But 2/3 don't want to be a part of that. 2/3 don't want to be a part of that greatness. So the Most High's got to punish him. The Most High's about to punish him. And this is how it's going to happen, man. This is how it's going to happen. This is Jeremiah chapter 15, verse 3. Let me start at verse 2. It says, and it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then shalt thou tell them, thus saith Yahweh, such as offer death to death, and such as offer the sword to the sword, and such as offer the famine to the famine, and such as offer the captivity to the captivity. And I will appoint over them 4 cons. I will appoint over them 4 cons. Right? Saith Yahweh, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour them and destroy them. Right? This is about to happen, man. This is about to happen. As the days of Noah were, man. Right? We're about to see it. The Most High is about to revisit this place. You see what I'm saying? It says, then shall you know that is that same time where the Most High shall visit the world which he made. Right? Alright, so I think that's enough. I think that's enough. I'm gonna cut that there, man. I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to say, call Halayim La, Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem Yahawashi. Right? This is your brothers of Call Allah out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Once again, prophesying, pushing this truth. I want to say Shalom, double honors unto your apostles and the elders, the great millstone, of whom I've grown in this truth under. Shalom to the Yakim out there that's pushing the truth, that's laboring in the word, that's pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the Yakwah that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes scattered abroad throughout the 4 corners of the earth. Peace and blessings to you all. Shalom.